What up, everybody? How are you? Welcome to Friday. Whoop, 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 whoop. It's Friday. Yay. The weekend is within touching distance. We've got, 3 more live hours and then we're done. And then some of us are off on our holidays.
Oh yeah, we're going on a holiday, yeah.
Debbie's going on a summer holiday. No more working for a week or two. I wish I was going on my summer holidays.
But you'll be going very soon.
Not soon enough. Oh dear. Welcome to the show. It's craft along that we're doing for the next hour. The 5th craft along of the week. I think this has got to be a record breaking week as far as craft alongs are concerned. I can't think of any other week where we've done 5. But I think you guys have loved them. We have been doing craft alongs with all of the recent launches. If you've bought anything over the course of the month, go back and check out all of the craft alongs that we've done this week, because they have been magnificent and a lot of fun. So much so that I've joined in with quite a few of them as well. Just to remind you, tonight, Masterclass live at 5. We have got more opportunities for you to take inspiration from the brand new kitchen collection. If you do want that collection, by the way, it has been so popular. 60% of our allocated stock has already sold on that. So if you were thinking of buying it, I would urge you not to wait until the show tonight, because that's another 2 hours time where I think the stock could be dwindling even further. So if you kind of were waking up thinking, I'm going to get the kitchen collection today, do make sure that you grab it, because that is going to prove even more popular. And also, don't forget you've got the HSN bundle as well. Full details about that on the web. I'm not going to go through the boards now, because Debbie will tell me off, because I'll eat into too much of the time for the craft along like I did the other day. But the kitchen selection is the one you go for if you shopped on HSN. There's 3 items in that set that you won't have. £13.60 or $18.40. We are going to be doing an award-winning craft along though with the framed card kit. And just before I take you through the deal on this, let's say hello to Debbie and have a look at what we're going to be making over the course of the hour.
Yeah, absolutely. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Yeah, it's a lovely one, this one, because there's no measurements to worry about. There's no where you put your score lines, where you have to put anything. Everything's done for you. I love the fact that these kits are done for us, but they give us just the right amount of work to do to make something really beautiful. Now, if you just want to learn how to put one of these together, we're going to be doing this in real time, and you can craft along. Now, I'm using 2. You might decide that you don't want to use 2 of yours, so you might want to use some balloons from another collection that we've had. I know Sarah's birthday collection she had out a couple of years ago has got balloons in there. You might want to put your own embellishments on there, but I thought it'd be really nice to use 2 of them as you've got a big pack of them. And we'll do some decoupage, so you can see we've got a bit of dimension happening on ours. And I've also used a sentiment. Unfortunately, I'm very sorry, but it's a sneaky peek of the Age of Elegance that's coming out next week. But you could put any sentiment on yours. I just thought this was a really nice sentiment to use, so you'll be able to use it when it comes out, but just any sentiment that goes on there. And then the bunting I've obviously used from the kitchen collection as well, which came out today, but you can get that in your seasonal creator card, the bunting as well. Or you might just, in fact, bunting doesn't take a lot to trim out yourself, so you might just want to cut out some triangles and make your own bunting. So there's a little triangle die actually in the layout collection, so you'll be able to make bunting if you haven't got that. So so hopefully you'll join us for the next hour, and you just need a few little things to start you going. And here's your shopping list. So the first thing you'll need is obviously your framed card kit. I'm using the balloon one in there. We've got the Baking Memories, that die set for the bunting, the Love Conquers All stamp set, which is from Sarah's signature, but that will be out next week. We're using a Nor Black opaque pigment ink pads, some clear embossing powder. I'm using that to stamp onto the envelope box, because it's got a coated material on it. Then additional items that you're going to need is your Gemini Mini die cutting machine, then your rocker blocks, your scoring tool, scissors, heat tool, tacky glue, and just some foam pads. So a nice small little shopping list today, which is good. Ben's being silly over there. Are you profesh?
Sometimes. Maybe not on a Friday after a long week. I'm not as profesh. Did you finish?
I did finish, yes.
Oh, sorry. I was mucking about. Sorry. Let's take you through the deal. We've got 2 deals available for you. One is the showstopper. So in the kit, as I said, I didn't launch this, and I still feel like this is kind of new to me. But you obviously, if you wanted to, you could just use the cards as a separate entity, couldn't you?
Absolutely.
If you just wanted to use those.
Yeah, just the cards.
But you're going to get 20 printed cards in here. So you've got 5 designs, 4 of each. So that one's super cute with the cupcakes on. Yeah, absolutely. Think about that kitchen collection that you've just picked up today. But you've got the party balloons in there. You've also got how lovely tea time with the teapot and the teacups and the cupcakes. Also in the set, you have got the clinking glasses and the confetti cannon going off there, so great for any sort of celebration. And then that's really nice as well, just to say, with a little watering can. So there's loads of crossover actually with these as far as the new collections that we've launched. You then also get your die-cut sheets in there too, which is going to allow you to make the corresponding and matching frames for your project. So all of those are included. So basically the ability for you to be able to make 20 cards with the frames. And then of course, we give you all of your boxes too, so you can put all of your projects inside your boxes, the white envelope boxes with that beautiful gold foiling on as well. So that is the frame card kit on its own. However, if you go for the showstopper, we also throw into the mix tape pen, going to come in handy for all of your construction. You're also going to get your Centuropol Snow White hint of silver, 10 sheets there, and you're going to be getting your scoreboard included in that too. That is actually an extra £20 or $26 worth of goodies that you're only paying an extra £10 or $10 for. So a nice way to be able to do it. And another incentive to go for the showstopper is also the fact that you're going to get 100 bonus points on top of that as well. So if you do need to kind of build up within Club Inspire, it's a great one to go for. Nice, easy set as well. If you've used any of our card kits before, you'll know how accessible they are. If you just want the card kit on its own, you don't want the added extras, details on your screen here for that. There you go, £19.99 or $23.96 is the price for that, but we still give you some bonus points as well. You get 50 if you just want to go for the card kit. Few quick hellos and then we will get on into it. Superstar Susie's in on the socials. Hello.
Hi, Susie.
Mary Beth Doyle, she's got her glasses on, Susie.
She never tells me off anymore because I've always got my glasses
Always.
on now.
She's finally learnt her lesson, Susie.
It's
Mary
Ben
Beth.
she has to tell off now.
Who?
You. 'Cause
Me?
you
Oh,
never got
yeah.
your glasses on.
I find I have good days and bad days with my eyes though, but yeah. And I shouldn't ever be without my reading glasses because I've got about 5 pairs and I always put them in strategic places. I should leave a pair on the shelf there, shouldn't I?
Yes.
Remind me, I'll do it. Mary Beth Doyle says, hello from Minnesota. Rosalind joins us from Maryland. Linda says, hello again. Hello, Linda Borchert. Our Susie says, Debbie has earned her holiday with 5 craft-alongs in 1 week.
Ah, thanks, Susie. Yes, I think I have. They've been good, though. I've enjoyed the craft-alongs.
Hi to Lois in Ohio. Hi to
Ohio.
Fiona Fletcher. She says, it's a record for me too. I have never done so many craft-alongs, but I've had so much fun doing them, and the results have been great. Thanks to all of you at CTV. Thank you. I can't wait for the next one. Fred171 says, greetings from California. Hi to you. Oh, Fred has also said, I got my kitchen collection at 4 a.m. this morning. And that's it. We're going to get on with it. If you're crafting along live, let us know. Tell us, because we'd love to see your finished project. And if you are crafting and you've got any questions, then feel free to pipe up, raise a hand, and we can certainly go back, recap, and answer any questions you may have. You have 49 minutes.
Yes, right, let's get started. So, as I said, I'm going to take 2 of them. Now, if you don't want to sort of waste one of your kits, then just use one because it's going to look beautiful on its own. But I just thought it'd be really nice to give it some extra dimension and have it looking like a 3D box card.
Yeah.
So I'm taking 2 of each of these. So let's start off with our main design. So we're going to take out these panels at the top here. So for anyone that's not seen these card kits and fancies getting or treating themselves to some, they're a really fun card kit to have because everything is so easy and they are really easy to put together. Now what we're going to do is take out that middle section. You don't need that. You do need these 3 parts.
Yeah.
And then all you need extra to that is some glue and your scoring tool. Now the scores are really good. They're already in there for you, and all you're going to do is score them and burnish them down. They're a beautiful actual material, the actual cardstock, it creases so well. You're getting no flaws in there, no feathering, no cracks, and that's going to be your first part. And then we're going to do our other one. So again, bringing that in and the other side in as well. So both of the two side panels are coming in to the middle, so to create this section here. And then we're going to go in with this one. So we're going to start with taking our edges, and there's 2 lines on each of them. And again, give them a good burnish over the top and burnish that down. And then we're going to do all sides. So it's just a case, turning them over and then burnishing them down. I always like to burnish ones in first because it makes sure that you get that really nice crisp edge, and it makes them much easier to glue down as well.
Yeah.
So again, just following those lines round and then folding them. And these side bits are what's going to create the frames.
Okay.
So again, last one, pop that down. Oh, and we've just got the little tabs there, so it's just burnish those little tabs in as well, like so. So once you've done the outer bits, then you come into this inside frame. So turn it on the back, just got a little bit there. If you find that it's just got a little bit of bobbling of where you've cut it, took the bit out from, just give that a little snip.
Oh, is that like the little bits that hold it in place?
Yeah, that's it, that holds it in place, yes. So these ones are coming inside now, so we're going to place that inside again. You've got the 2 pieces. Both, they're all folding the same way. That's the easiest way to remember actually, Ben, because all the lines, we're not doing any mountain or valley, all the lines are folding inwards.
Okay.
So nice and easy to remember that way. And then our next one. So just folding, and then the next one. Again, all the same way. So that will create your front part, so you can see inside. That's our frame starting to come together. These pieces here are what go on the inside.
Okay.
So they will go inside to this part of the card, and then that acts then as your little shelf in there as well, like so. So what we're going to do with this, we're going to actually stick these onto the inside. So if we turn that over again, these pieces, this flap, now can you see it's mitered on each side? That's the piece that needs to be stuck down.
Yeah.
So we're going to stick that, we're going to take some red liner tape. So your red liner tape is definitely going to be your best friend with these because it's ultra sticky and it's just going to work so well.
We've got that on the show actually, the 12mm, 6mm and 3mm rolls, 2 of each. We can use tape pens will work though, right?
Tape pens will work, yes, but you have to, so the thing with the tape pens, they do work, but you have to really massage them down.
Right.
And it's not always easy to do when you've got a frame. So where these are so sticky that once they touch and you just press them a little bit, they're not going to come away.
Yeah, because like you said it yesterday, and Sarah always talks about it, if construction, it's tape to tape, isn't it?
Yes.
But with this, it might be a bit more fiddly.
Yeah, and also this has got a coating on the top.
Oh, yeah.
So it's quite a slippery coating. It's not like a pearlized coating or like Centura Pearl, but it's almost, the only way I can explain it is a little bit like, do you know the Hunky Dora used to do Adorable Scoreable?
Yeah.
It's a bit like that coating that's on Adorable Scoreable. And because it's got that coating, I want to make sure that we're using the strong stuff. So we're going to place this on over the top, but the easiest way to do it is to take off, so let's take off, where's my pokey tool? Take off that layer. So take off the little top coating, like so. And then we're going to actually stick this down, and we're going to do it so you can see it. So you can see this line here. You're going to just place that in between, and that's going to go right in front of that line. So you want to place it where you can't see that inner line anymore.
Right.
So, and then once you've done that, we can move that over and just burnish that really well down. And then that creates the top. So you can see they're all coming together like so.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do the same with the bottom half. Now I'm placing the red liner tape on the seam, not on the edge, because you want the seam to be stuck to the seam when you're placing it down. So if I was to put my tape on the opposite side, there'd be a gap between this part and where I've stuck it down.
Yeah.
So just make sure that you place it on your actual, I say seam, it's actually your fold, your score line. And again, burnish that one down, and then we can take the cover off to that and do exactly the same. So when you're placing it down, you want to make sure that your inside piece comes comes over the top. You don't want to stick it that way down. So you want to turn it round so it's actually over the top so you can see that piece there. And you want to just place it right in the midsection and right where you can't see the line underneath anymore. And then once that's stuck down, burnish that in, because that would have been really hard to add those pieces in because they would have been in the way. Can you see? So you can't cut that out of one piece of card.
Yeah.
So it's why we give you those extra pieces. Now, once you've done that, the other thing we want to do is we want to add then tape to everywhere. So the first thing we want to do is the tape here. We're going to put tape down onto these strips. So again, use your tape, and we're going to go all the way around. So just on those edges, like so. And then we're going to, before we take those off, we're going to turn it around and do it on the opposite side. And burnish, burnish, burnish. That's the best thing you can do with all of these. So again.
Hi to Carol, who's joined us. Says she's excited to see the frame cards in action. Sherlan Telsford joins us. Linda says, good morning again. Picked up the 3 items I did not get on HSN and an extra paper pad. That is savvy shopping, if I do so myself. Wendy Graham's joined us, saying hi to Ben, Debbie and all the crafters. And Lynn Morton, good afternoon and hello again. Debbie, Ben, CTV community and all the team from Newcastle. Man.
Right, once you've done that, we can then just fold those in because we're going to turn it over, and now we're going to put our red liner tape on the edges here.
Okay.
So again, it's just a case of putting them to the edge. And actually, just because we can, I think I'm going to put it, double these up so it fills the whole of this one, because that's the one that's going to be stuck down. Now, if you've got, we haven't got one in the studio, but if you've got our 12mm, I'm pretty sure that would
probably
fill
cover
that
the lot, wouldn't it?
Yes. So you would only need your 12mm. But I've only got my 6, so I'm just going to use 2 strips to put across. And for me, this is a really good way of just being able to make sure that nothing is going to come away. You want to make sure that all your sticking stays stuck.
Yeah.
Nothing worse than not having a card that stays put. Well, and especially if you're giving it to someone, you don't want it falling apart. And most people tend to sort of display their cards on a windowsill, and it means that you'll end up having the radiator underneath, and then the
gradually just falling apart.
Yeah, exactly. If you're not using the right glue, bless her. My sister-in-law's mum used to always make me a card, and it used to. I used to always. Luckily, I had the glues to glue it back together, but it used to always fall apart. But I never had the heart to tell her.
Oh, I think as well with cards like this, they might end up in memory boxes and things like that too. So do you know what I mean? It might be quite nice that they do have the longevity of the stick.
Yeah, definitely. So you don't want them falling apart. So always using the right glue is a good way. Right, there we go. So all we're going to do now is burnish all them down. That will make sure that they all come apart. Oh, sorry, not come apart. That will make sure that all the backings will come off.
Come off, and then it doesn't come apart.
Right, so I just like to use my pokey tool. That's going to take those all off.
Nice fun design, this one, if you're doing one for the little ones, isn't it?
Well, I'm going to use one of these for my Ava's birthday.
Do you know what? I was just about to come on to that next, hinting at that.
It's why I use the birthday balloons, because when I get home, though, I'm going to get some letters and her initials. I say initials, I mean her name is just AVA. So I'm going to pop that onto the front and just add a granddaughter die.
Hey, perks of the job though, isn't it, you see?
Absolutely, yes. Yeah, killed 2 birds with 1 stone, I think the saying is. I was thinking about sayings the other day. No one says sayings anymore. There's no like new sayings, are there? And a lot of sayings that you say, people don't know anymore.
I know what you mean.
And like, you say something and they've not heard of it.
That's a really good point.
Like, so if anyone knows any new ones that are meaningful, but we don't tend to do that anymore.
What did you just say then? I can't remember what you said now.
Kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Oh yeah, 2 birds with 1 stone.
Because there's some sayings that don't make sense. Like, I can't even think off the top of my head.
Like 1 in the hand is worth, what's that one?
2 in the bush.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
1 in the hand, 1 in the hand?
Yeah, what does that
is worth
mean?
2 in the bush.
There's a lot of sayings like that and you think, what does that mean?
1 in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. The things we currently have are worth a lot more than the things we have a chance of getting. Oh, a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. Right, okay. Okay, yeah, I understand that. So basically, that is similar to the grasses
greener on the other
greener
side.
On the side. The
Yeah,
grass is never greener on the other side.
Which is a very strange saying, but yeah, it's just, you know, I know the concept of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's weird, isn't it? But you never hear, no one says, like, I don't hear any new sayings anymore. They're all very old, and wives' tales are very old. No one has sort of any old.
Maybe we should come up with some of our, like, some new sayings. So, like, try and update a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. You know, maybe like
like craft in the afternoon is is worth 1 nanny nap.
There you go, new saying right there. Craft in the afternoon is worth 1 nanny nap. There you go.
It's got to be worth something, hasn't it? Yeah.
Oh dear.
Or at least entitles you to one.
A nanny nap.
Nanny nap.
Kirsty D's joined us. Hello, Kirsty D. And Shaz Earl says, hi, Ben and Debbie. I don't know why I'm doing that in a Devonshire accent.
Why are you talking like that?
Yes, because Shaz is from my neck of the woods. Hi, Ben and Debbie and everyone. My florist toys have arrived. I'm busy playing with them whilst watching the best crafty expert and presenter, says Shaz.
Oh,
Thank
Shaz,
you, Shaz.
That's such a lovely thing to say.
You can come again.
Much. You absolutely can.
And Al says, oh, another saying, to get the wrong end of the stick.
Yes.
Like, what's the right end of the stick?
Yeah, what's the right end? Misunderstand it, but what's the stick? What's the point of the stick?
Yeah.
Right, there we go. Our frame is done, and
Yeah.
we've got enough stick on there to stick it to the front of our cards.
So you won't get the wrong end of the stick because you've got a lot of stick.
I get a lot of stick. Al proves that. Right, so we're going to burnish the card as well because that helps it keep it flat. And then what we're going to do, the best thing about putting this one on, make sure you've got your presents the right way round so your presents are on the floor here, not upside down.
Oh, yeah.
Take it to your to the floor, and wherever you put it on, then you can literally just take it to the card, and it's the easiest way to get it on the card. And then all you're going to do, let's just burnish that around the sides, and then we know that that's not going anywhere. So inside there, just like so. So that gives us our front then. So you can see our card is done. So now you'll understand why I wanted to do some extras to it, because actually that would have been the craft along, wouldn't it? But I'm going to take another one, and we're going to use the parts of here to fussy cut, because I want to use those balloons to create some decoupage. So I'll just take my small scissors to start with and just pick elements that you would like to cut through. So let's just take this one here. I'm not going to use, you won't be able to use all of them. You could cut a few at a time if you wanted to. I'm just going to cut down here. I know that this is the present that we're going to cut.
Okay.
So let's just trim that one. And it's just a case of following the lines. You can't go wrong because it's going to work with the same image that you've got on the front of your box.
I just thought of another one.
Oh, what?
Beat around the bush.
Beat around
Don't beat around the bush. I mean, I know what that means, but why does it mean
why
that?
Beating around the bush?
What are you beating around the bush?
They're weird, aren't they?
Yeah.
Sayings?
Don't beat around the bush, just, you know, Spit it out. I'm trying to think of some more.
Yeah, I can't think of any off the top of my head. But they are, you don't really hear them anymore. Not many people say things like that anymore, do they?
No, they don't. Someone will send in some more.
Yeah, send us in yours or what you haven't heard for a long time or any that you don't really understand. So that'd be our first one, which will go on the bottom there. You can see it fits perfectly. And what you do, as you're doing it, put them into place. And then that way you'll know exactly where next you want to go. So next one I'm going to do this present here. So I'm going to cut these away.
Hi to Amelie, says hi everyone. I agree. Nothing is worse than giving someone a card, they open it and it falls apart.
Yeah, not good.
And Carrie says, totally confused my family this morning by getting up super early to be able to order the kitchen set. I love it. I'm so excited to get it. That is still, by the way, proving very popular even during this show. I know a lot of people are still shopping for that and buying that. We've got a masterclass coming your way in about an hour and a half's time. Today's flying over. How is it 3:30 already, by the way?
I know.
I bet your day's going slow, isn't it? Because you're excited for your holiday.
I think it's going really quick.
Oh, dear.
I think I'm just really excited about today because it is my final day before. Well, final day before going home.
Yeah.
I mean.
Not her final day full stop, by the way.
No,
before the rumours start to circulate.
No, you can't get rid of me, I'm afraid. Yeah, but it's I've been. It's nice having it. It almost feels like your last day. Quite nice knowing that it's a little bit. I was saying earlier, it's like driving home for Christmas. Like when you finish your last show at Christmas.
Yeah.
And you're driving home. That's what it feels like tonight. I feel really excited.
Driving home from Mauritius.
Or to Mauritius.
Yeah.
And then let's do. I'm not going to do none of the top part, so you could keep that for another one if you wanted to. Only because I want to have my bunting across the top, so it's silly to then put some extras on there. And then we're going to come. I'm going to come down here actually and cut these balloons here.
This is obviously, like you were saying, a nice party card, and it's your granddaughter's. Is it our actual birthday on Sunday?
Yes.
What's the plan? What's going on? Is there a party?
There's a party.
You got her friends coming.
Her friends are coming, so she's pretty much. My daughter's doing a party for Ava from 1 till. From 11 till 1.
Okay.
And then obviously all the adults then and all her friends from her mum and dad's friends and like family are going. And then, the party will just continue. I think she's hired a bouncy castle.
Oh, yeah, we did that for Daisy one year. It's so much fun.
So much fun.
Then the adults go on it later on.
Yes, that's the one. Yeah, absolutely. She was trying, I think it's a frozen one, but she couldn't get the frozen one. She's got something else, but Ava will love it anyway.
That's so good. It's actually more affordable than you think it is.
And I haven't, but actually I could still do it. We can still just go around the balloons. Sorry, what was that, Ben?
I was saying, but hiring a bouncy castle is actually more affordable than you think it is. You think it's going to be mega expensive, but it isn't actually. Yeah,
they're not too badly priced. I can't remember what they are now, but I think they are affordable.
Prices for bouncy castles don't tend to be too inflated these days.
We.
No, I didn't mean. I just thought of the joke when we were talking about it. And of course, if you have a bouncy castle at a party, it does have its ups and downs. I love the silence in the gallery.
Yeah, it's very silent in the gallery.
Very, very silent. I think Nicola was even mid-sentence there and she couldn't even bother to finish her sentence because the joke was so bad. Yeah, you need a sound effect for your sound effect board, Jamie. You need a tumbleweed sound. I'll get you one if you want that you can play. Have you heard, you know Jamie's got sound effects now he can play out on the show?
I didn't know that, no.
Well, I take too long at the start of the show. That's what we need. Oh, his sound effects aren't working now, you see. Oh, well, Jamie, never mind. They're not working. We do have some sound effects when they work, but they're not obviously working. It's Friday. Everyone's checked out early. Sound effects are checked out early. The rest of the office is checked out early. We've heard the sound effects are going with Debbie to Mauritius on Monday. That's why they're not working.
I'll play them on the beach.
Yeah.
Right, so we've got a few there which we've done. So we're going to stick those together, and then is that a place to have a break to let everyone finish their fussy cutting?
Yeah, I think that's a good time.
And then we can come back to do the actual inside piece and to decorate the actual card. So all I'm going to do is bring in some foam pads, and we'll stick these ones down.
Good opportunity, yes, to have a little break. Give you guys the opportunity to get your carts and your baskets checked out. If you've got this collection, of course, make sure you bookmark this this show so you can come back and watch it at a later date. Showstopper's the way to go, the 100 bonus points, and I'll recap everything for you. When we do come back, we will catch you the other side of this short break, where we're going to hear from the lovely Leanne.
Tea first, and then from there it'll be meetings, and there could be commercial meetings, there could be creative meetings, I could be supporting one of my team. I also manage a large team, so it could be one-to-ones with those. Every day is different, but always a predominant focus on the products, how they're working, the new products that we're bringing out, a lot of research and development. When we get to see the finished article, way before anybody at home gets to see it, it arrives and we get to unpack it and experience it and try it, that gives us all a massive buzz. I can't be getting out of bed too early, and I like to get to bed. 9 o'clock's the new 10 p.m. Tea all day long, black, no sugar, thank you. I tend to miss breakfast, which isn't great, and if I have something when I come in the office, then that's going to be yogurt and fruit. My face, all of the makeup that makes this, nobody's seeing this without that on. Probably a baked potato or a salad or something egg-based. Ooh, craft along a masterclass. I'm going to say masterclass, and that's because I love to educate. One song that would be the theme tune to my life, it would be Billy Ocean, Red Light Spells Danger. Pour a gin and tonic. First thing I do. Get in the house, gin and tonic, decompress the day, and then plan what I'm going to do that night.
I like to get up, chill, relax, get a cup of tea, then get myself sorted. And if I'm presenter, I'll write all my notes. If I'm the demonstrator, I'll get my prep out, have another look at it, make sure that everything is the way it needs to be for the show, do the show. Then what I'll do is I'll grab something to eat, then have another look at the sheets again, making sure the next show's all good to go. Then we do that show, tidy. I always like to make sure that the area is nice and tidy, either for myself the next day or whoever's in. Jump in the car, head home. I will quickly unpack what I need to unpack, and then I get on that sofa as quick as I can. As soon as we go live, I love that within our live shows, I always get the butterflies. As soon as we get that countdown in our ear that we're just going live, butterflies kick in, and within about 10-15 seconds, I'm going. Butterflies have gone, and we just enjoy the show. Early riser. Oh, shower in the morning. Tea. Oh, savoury breakfast. Masterclass. My mobile phone. Oh, anything with chicken. Currently, it is the weekend, Blinding Light, and it has been for about a couple of years, and I still love it. Apart from jumping in the car, chilling on the sofa, watching TV.
Hello everyone, welcome back. There's loads of comments coming through whilst you've been checking out. Do you want a few, or do we need to get back into it? Okay. Oh no, I better double check this. Oh no, I can't read that about the wrong end of the stick.
Oh.
Oh, okay, I will read it. Al says, is this true? The wrong end of the stick. This is from Roman times, he says.
Okay.
Where they went to the toilet at the same time and would sit around chatting. When they had finished, there was a cloth at the end of a stick that they used to wipe themselves. Sometimes when they were chatting, they would reach out and unfortunately grab the cloth, therefore getting the wrong end of the stick.
It actually makes sense from
It does.
Roman times, yes. Yeah, and I feel like I sort of knew that, but I didn't know that, if that makes sense. Yeah, I think I've heard that before.
Thank you, Al, our resident sage on sayings. Beth says, hi everyone. Yes, many of my employees took today off. I get to leave work early today too. Who votes we should leave work early today? Finish early. It's Debbie's final day. It's a Friday. She's gone on holiday. An hour masterclass later on. Is everyone happy with that?
The bosses won't be.
No?
He's trying hard. He's trying really
It's
hard.
Friday. We've worked really hard. You saw 2 hours of it earlier. Wendy says, when we were little, we asked my auntie what's for tea. She would say, a run around the table.
Oh.
What does that mean?
Dunno.
What's for tea? A run around the table. My Laura says, so if Daisy goes like, how long's dinner? Laura will go, about that long.
Or how long's a piece of string?
How long's a piece of string?
Yeah.
Kirsty D says, March winds and April showers bring forth the May flowers, is what my mum says a lot. And Crafty Auntie says, hello Ben and Debbie, I woke up early, ordered the kitchen collection, that is flying still. I fell back to sleep. I woke up thinking I'd placed 2 orders and contacted customer services to combine them, but I did only place 1.
For years, my mum used to say, if I pulled a face, she'd say, if you don't change that face, the wind will blow and it'll stay that way. Yeah, the wind changes, it'll stay that way.
And if I sat too close to the TV when I was younger, my mum would like move me back saying, oh, if you sit too close to the TV, you get square eyes.
And if you don't eat your carrots, you'll never be able to see at night time.
Yeah.
Who wants to see at night time? It's black, it's dark.
And the other one was, if you don't eat your crust, you'll never get curly hair.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I don't want curly hair. Apparently, Nicola got told that all the time and had curly hair. Leanne obviously ate her crust, didn't she, as a kid? Shall we get back into it? We've got 20 minutes left, Debbie.
Yes, definitely. Right, we're going to cut some of our pieces out on the card as well to put on the inside, and we're going to use this die. So this one I can actually use just by using some of the pieces on this card. So I'm going to actually cut them out of here. So let's just take that one out. And I'm also going to cut another one. So let's do one from the bottom. So we've got a couple of those. So we're just using sort of the scrap pieces of card. And then this piece, what I would suggest, just use that for another project. So cut that off and then you've got something for your project. I'm going to keep this piece because I'm going to go and cut my Ava's name out to put on my card for the weekend.
Oh, yes.
So we're going to bring in the Gemini Mini and just cut out these pieces. So let's pop that onto there like so. And then just run them through. It's a great thing with having the Gemini Mini is it's so easy to just do this small die cutting. Now this one comes from the kitchen collection, but you'll find other bunting in other different varieties of
seasonal creative card dies.
There's one in there, yes. I think we had one as well in some other dies, like big box making dies. We had, didn't we have the pop at the what were those? We had a the exploded boxes come with all little sets.
Oh yeah, the ones for the boxes which used to pop up out of the confetti
and they
boxes.
Had a bunting. And the balloon dies that we used to have as well had a little bunting in them as well.
Wasn't there bunting in the layout collection as well?
There's a triangle in the layout
so you can make your own
collection,
bunting from
so
that.
You can make your own, yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, you don't need to put it on. I mean, the card in itself looks lovely, so, you know, you don't have to worry. But I just think this adds just another dimension and additional sort of extras to put onto your card.
Take your card to another dimension. Pay close attention. Do you remember that song?
Did that? Yeah.
That was The Prodigy.
The Prodigy, yeah. All I remember from The Prodigy is the Firestarter song.
Oh, yeah. What was that one?
Firestarter.
I'm gonna sit into outer space, find another race.
Was that The Prodigy as well?
That was the same song.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the same song
Oh,
as
yes,
Take Your Brain to
yes.
Another Dimension. Pay close attention. Take your brain to another dimension.
No hope, is there?
No.
I need to leave. I need to leave.
If Debbie Robertson was here, she would tell you exactly, because she's a big Prodigy fan.
Is she?
Yeah, she loves The Prodigy.
Never knew that.
She likes that song that we can't mention the name of by The Prodigy.
Oh.
She's always playing that in her car when she arrives.
Right, we're going to cut out these bottom two presents on here. So just snip him round. Actually, I'll switch. I'm going to just bring my small snips in and cut round those. So just take your time, trim into the parts that you want, which don't take too long to trim round. And the good thing is that this is just all fun, decorating, adding extra dimension, using them in different ways.
Pay close attention. It's a dimension.
I think you're absolutely losing the plot today.
Oh, I'm excited for you, Debbie, that you're going away.
Well, the quicker I go, you're excited then to get onto your holiday, where you'll get your amazing bum lift.
You're getting a bum lift. I'm not getting a bum lift. No. No. Nicola said she's going to take a before and after shot. You will not
You
take.
might get sacked for that, Nicola.
Yes, that's an HR matter. If you take pictures of people's buttocks, it's not allowed at work. That's a sackable offence.
Oh dear, we work in a crazy place.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Right, so I'm going to take this balloon here, and we're going to take these two balloons as well. So I'm not going to worry about the strings, because the strings are still on the picture one, so we just need to cut out the balloons that you want, just to add that dimension. So just trim around them. And they don't have to be perfect, Ben, because your actual design behind will just, so if you've come in a little bit more, you'll still see it from the back. So it's not a problem. And let's cut this one out. So we've got those. I mean, you could cut all of those out if you wanted to, but because I want to create the dimension, we're just going to cut those two. And then we're going to cut this green one.
Thank you for the messages still coming in. Wendy says, yes, I heard that all the time. The eat your crusts and you get curly hair. I didn't eat my crusts and I have curly hair. And I hate it. Oh, Wendy, I'm sure your hair's lovely.
You find that people that have curly hair hate curly hair. People with straight hair want curly hair.
Yeah, it's right, actually, because you get people with straight hair who always get the
We're never satisfied,
no,
are we?
No.
Never satisfied. Right, so let's pop all these together as well. So let's grab our foam pads, pop these ones in, and actually we just need to snip one of those.
I dreamt I placed an order for the Flamazing Flamingos collection, says Crafty Angie. That dream could become a reality next Wednesday.
That's because you want it. Honestly, I think that one is going to be a blinder.
It's going to be Flamazing, isn't it?
It is, absolutely.
We've got Debbie launching that one next week, I believe, and then I think Sarah's doing the evening show on that one. So you've got Sarah and Debbie.
That's not like Sarah. Normally she pulls rank on launches like that.
Yeah.
But I think she's obviously busy.
I think she must be. She is in a bit more next week, actually. She's in all day Monday, and then I think Sarah's in Tuesday as well, isn't she? And Wednesday evening, but then it's Debbie Robinson, isn't it, for the rest of the week? Yes.
They've all lost the plot. Do you do that, Debbie?
Debbie.
Debbie.
Debbie. What
Debbie
I
is the only Debbie that I don't shorten her name, because I actually don't think she likes her name.
Oh, I knew it was
shortened.
one of you who doesn't like being called Debs.
Yeah, no, I don't. In fact, most people call me Debs or Deb. Yeah, I'm always, everyone calls me. In fact, it's strange when someone calls me Debbie because most people call me Debs or Deb or Fish. I do get called Fish.
Or McGiggles.
Oh, McGiggles. Only you call me McGiggles. No one else calls me McGiggles. But I quite like that. McYawns yesterday. Yeah, it was, Jamie. You're
Was that
right.
yesterday, the yawn-a-thon?
It was.
Oh, wow.
Never yawned so much in my life.
Oh, don't start, because I'm going to start again now.
Right, so all I'm going to do, we're not even going to put these, can you see, we're just putting them, layering them, but not layering them, so they're not even. And then we're going to do the opposite way for this one, so we'll do the white on the pink, and then just place that one opposite way, like so. And then we're going to pop these on the top here. Doesn't it make a difference just having a little bit of bunting up there? Makes them look really cool. So just going to pop these into place. So that will go along there. And then our next one.
Would you, I mean, I know we've watched you do it, but again, for people who are fairly new, I mean, this is a kit, isn't it, that people who are just starting off in crafting certainly will be able to make some great projects with. You don't need to be, an expert level of crafter with our kits, do you? They're very accessible.
And I do think that is why we have created them the way we have. It's for newbies. So if you're a beginner crafter, these are perfect for you. You don't need any die cutting machines. You don't need any added extras. You've got your kit. All you need to have is some glue to go with it, and then you're ready to put them all together. But for advanced crafters, you can then do the types of things that I'm doing, where you can decoupage them up, where you can add inks to them, where you can do lots of other things and bring in other collections to have with them. Right, we're going to put a sentiment on this one. So this is your sentiments. I know you've seen them before because I think Debbie and Ben have shown you on that sneak peek. But this is your Age of Elegance.
Yes.
How lovely it is. But there's some really nice sentiments on here. And I love this one, wishing you the happiest of birthdays. I love the font on these. You've got different fonts on them. And I think it looks amazing. So we're going to be using this one. So let's grab my stamping platform, and we're just going to trim a piece of card, and we're just literally trimming this piece to size. So all we're going to do is pop this on, and I'm going to make sure that's on the corner, and then we've only got to trim 2 of the sides, and then pop that right there on the edge, because we're just going to make that sit in that corner. Just making sure that's straight. Perfect. Pop that down, and then we're just going to stamp that one. Just grab myself an ink pad.
And if you were just getting this today as a newbie, then you would just get this showstopper, wouldn't you? Because within the showstopper, you've got your scoreboard, you've got your tape pen, you've got your extra cardstock in there, and then also just add into your basket that deal that we've got on the red liner tape as well, which was about £10, I think.
Yep.
So you get 2 rolls of the 12mm, 2 rolls of the 6, 2 rolls of the 3, so 6 rolls of the red liner tape. £10.40 or $22.40 if you're shopping in the US and you're platinum. So yeah, and then you're away.
It's very good, isn't it? So first time in a craft along that we've not really used the guillotine, but we're going to use it now, and that's just to trim this down.
And that's another joy of this, isn't it? That you don't need a lot of tools. And again, for newbies who don't have a Gemini.
Yeah. Don't need a Gemini, don't need a scoreboard, you don't need a guillotine. You can just use scissors to trim this out.
So it's a really inexpensive way to craft, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Great gift for someone as well if they wanted to get into crafting, but they didn't want to, they didn't have the machines to use with them all. And then all we're going to do with this one, this is going to go on the side just like so. So we're going to pop that on the edge. So I just want to glue this on these side pieces. So just on there and on there. So that finishes our card, and that gives us just enough time to get our envelope together.
Oh yeah, I always forget about that.
Yes. So let's just grab the envelope. So you've got 1 for each of your cards, so you'll have a spare one, because if you're using 2 to do all your decoupage with, you only need 1 of the envelopes. Same thing again, you've got amazing score lines in here, and I say that sounds really strange to say amazing score lines, but it means you haven't got to reinforce them. They're all there for you. They fold beautifully, which are amazing. You haven't got to worry about anything. If you haven't got a score tool, use the back of your scissors. So that will act as a score tool as well. So most people have a pair of scissors. So yeah, you don't need really any additional items apart from your glue to glue them down with. So let's just pop all those lines into place. Make sure you follow all them lines because they're going to make sure you get your perfect box. That's it, we've done them all. Now you can see we've got tabs on just one end. So that means that's your base of your box. So you know where the top of your box is going to be. So these are the ones we're going to glue in. And we're going to actually just add, I'm just going to add my tape pen to these little tabs, making sure we've got plenty on there and on this one. And then just check where you want it to go. So these are going to come across here. So I want my glue to be on here. So I'm going to actually use my red liner tape to glue that down. So again, because that makes it really strong. And if you've got a box where you're taking in and out of all the time, you want it to be strong enough to hold. And then on the other side, do the same, just down this way. And then trim that one.
Whilst Debbie's sticking, Carol's been in touch. Carol Byrne, big winner Byrne, says, Nicola, I loved seeing you the other day making the card with Ben, still rocking the pink hair.
She certainly is.
Yeah.
She'll be rocking a little puppy soon.
There's going to be a puppy!
A puppy!
Is that actually going to be the name? So here's a little story whilst Debbie's sticking. So Nicola's getting a Chihuahua Cross Spaniel, a Chihuahual, as I've called it. It's a little girl, and we were sat in the green room yesterday, you know, coming up with a few different names and trying to come up with something a little bit different. And well, Debbie came up with an absolute cracker, which Nicola actually quite liked. So the newest member of the Crafters Companion family may or may not be known as Princess Frogspawn. that was the name. Because we were coming up with because I was like going, oh, it's great when you get animals and you know they're called like human names. So I was going, you know, what about like Doris or you know, like Dave the dog? It's a funny name, isn't it, for a dog? And then Debbie just piped up and just went, Frogspawn. And Nicola was like,
so the reason being is
like
our
that.
Nicola is a little obscure. She likes quirky things and funny things, and she's a little weird. She's a little weird.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to use our pigment ink pad on here. But it's okay. You know, being weird, there's nothing wrong with being weird.
Kooky and quirky.
Quirky, yes, quirky. I mean that in a very loving way, and she knows that. So it had to be something really sort of weird.
Yeah.
Frogspawn, I quite like it. And then I said about being a princess dog, and I said, well, actually, you could call it Princess Frogspawn, which I actually quite like now. But when I see a picture of your puppy, Nicola, I actually thought you should call her Luna for the moon, Luna. Because she's dark.
Yeah, it's nice. Or Shadow, we said, didn't we?
Shadow, Luna.
Where is Shadow? Where is Shadow?
So all we're going to do now, this will take a little bit of time to dry. If you haven't stamped it like me, where it's not picked up on that bit, just grab yourself. I'm just going to go and grab one. Oh, that's good. There's not one in here. So
what are you looking for?
I was looking for an art liner, but there's none here. They've all disappeared.
Ah, there might be one out here.
There is a Sharpie, which might do the same thing, but we'll just put that in. A little bit there. I'm not going to worry too much. So what I would do with that now is sprinkle it with some heat embossing. So pop that on the top, because it will take a while to dry and it still might stay wet because it will smudge. And that's because of that coating on the top of your cardstock. So it's a really good way of being able to pop that on and then heat emboss it. So I'm just going to make sure that there's none of the embossing powder around the gold. Take that off, and then let's just pop that in there. And then we can heat emboss that. Now, when you're heat embossing this, have your card inside like I've done now, so it's still inside, and don't have this too near to it, because the more it heats up, the more warped the card will go, and then your envelope will not stay in shape. So by placing it inside, your card inside, and then stamping and heating, you're actually creating, you're able to create this heat embossed detail without any smudging and without any warping of your card.
Beautiful.
And that's all it needs. And then you get that beautiful sentiment, and then you've got your lovely card inside. So literally, there we go. There's your envelope and your card, a little bit different just by decoupaging up. And perfect timing.
Absolutely perfect time. It gives me a few minutes to wrap up and read your comments. Thank you, Kirsty D. So some more sayings coming through. If you fall over and break your legs, don't come running to me. I always used to get that from my mum. Mary Pat says, good afternoon or good morning, everyone from sunny Montana. Matt Margaret says, if you sit too close to the fire, it will melt your marrow bone, my mum used to say.
I've never heard that one.
I haven't.
Good one.
Have a lovely time, Debbie. Looking forward to hearing about it when you're back, says Margaret. Al says, cat got your tongue. Yeah, what does that mean?
Oh, yeah, the cat got your tongue.
Cat got your tongue?
Yeah, which is very strange.
Has anyone ever had a cat that has got their tongue? What would you be doing in that scenario? The cat goes, hello! I've been watching but not commenting, says Linda. Well, it's lovely to have you with us. Lynn says, like my Rottie called Nancy. She's got a human name. Lisa P says, my dog is called Theodore. Ridiculous, but he was named after President Theodore Roosevelt, so not too shabby. I like the name Theodore, that's good.
I was hoping you were going to say it was named after the chipmunks.
Oh, Alvin, Simon, Theodore. Oh, this is a nice name, Nicola. Wendy's spaniel is called Whisper.
Oh, Whisper.
She's a chocolate brown
Oh, no, that
and very
would remind
quiet.
me of me again.
Very quickly then, the Showstopper collection is the 20 or the 60 piece card set actually. Where are the cards gone? There they are. So all of these cards in here, 5 different designs, 4 of each, and then of course you get the construction element with these as well to be able to build the frames around those beautiful cards. Really nice and simple to do, and isn't it fantastic again, as Debbie's shown you, that you've got the ability to be able to pop these together without having a huge amount of stuff in your craft room. You simply buy this kit, you've got all of the construction pieces right there within your bundle as well. You've got the envelopes included too, those envelope boxes really, aren't they? They're included, and you do get instructions with them as well on the inside of the packaging there, so everything is there for you. Obviously you can come back watch this show, but if you ever get lost, all the instructions are there. If you're going for the Showstopper, we also give you your tape pen, you get your Centura Pearl cardstock and that scoreboard in there. That's an extra £20, $26 worth of stuff for just £10 or $10, and you'll get 100 bonus points on top of that as well. If you just want the frame card kit on its own, you can go for that and still pick up 50 bonus points. Well, what a show that has absolutely flown over. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Thank you, Debbie, so much. And we've got one last show together before you go away.
Yeah, one more show, I can't believe it. And then, yes, I'm off home and for my holidays, yes. But we're going to be looking more at that kitchen collection. I've got 4 more demos planned for you, so it's going to be a great couple of hours. So, yeah, join us back in an hour.
Yeah, thank you, everybody, for a lovely, lovely show. We thoroughly enjoyed that with you. And, yeah, do make sure you come back. In the meantime, if you haven't yet picked up the kitchen collection and you're thinking of doing it, we are well over 60% of the stock gone, the show stock that we've got, so you will need to be quick on that and come back and enjoy all of the inspiration and fun that we bring you in an hour's time on our masterclass. Until then, bye for now.